Hi everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. It looks like the heavyweight clash between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world is finally about to materialize. The last undisputed heavyweight champion was Lennox Lewis, and since then, the heavyweight championship has been distributed amongst various world champions. None of them have been able to hold all the four titles at the same time. Tyson Fury became the closest when he defeated Vladimir Klitschko to win the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA titles. But the WBC title eluded him, which was held by Deontay Wilder. After Tyson Fury had his struggles with mental health, he let go of his three titles and vacated them, and Anthony Joshua went on to face Vladimir Klitschko for the IBO, the WBA, and the IBF world titles. And Joshua's reign was brought to an end by the undisputed champion Oleksandr Usyk. Usyk, who went from being a cruiserweight to the heavyweight division and defeating Anthony Joshua in back to back heavyweight championship matches. He is known for going into the backyards of his opponents and beating them. Now Usyk faces the stiff task of defeating Tyson Fury. It's a clash between two undefeated champions, two masterful boxers, and two extremely intelligent people in the ring. Usyk is probably the best boxer that Tyson Fury will ever face, and likewise, Fury will be Usyk's toughest test. He will be probably the biggest boxer that Usyk will ever face. Fury is 6'9" and has a reach of 85 inches, which is significantly higher than any other opponent that Usyk has ever faced. The height and the reach advantage definitely goes to Fury, but the movement and the intelligence is all in the hands of Usyk. However, the problem that Usyk faces is Tyson Fury's style, his jab and grab style. And if he stays behind the jab, it will be a long night for Alexander Usyk. However, before we eventually get to the fight, there has been a huge problem in the negotiations. Initially, the fight was supposed to take place in Saudi Arabia, but somehow both the parties couldn't match up to an agreement, and the Saudi authorities have informed them that they are not going to hold such a fight there. Probably the fight isn't big enough. Then it was decided that it will take place in London, and it was all down to the splits. Initially, Usyk had 3 belts and Fury had 1, but Fury is definitely the bigger draw. So he demanded a lion's share of the purse. Initially, it was agreed at 50-50, but Fury wanted 60-40, and eventually he came out in his Instagram and said that if Usyk wanted the fight, he would have to agree to a 70-30 split, or else he can fight mandatory challenger Daniel Dubois for the WBA title. Usyk called Fury's bluff and agreed to a 70-30 split in his reply on Twitter. Now, the only thing that is left for both of them is to sign the contract. Now, Fury is coming up with all sorts of negotiations. Now he wants to make the fight without a rematch clause. Whoever wins becomes the heavyweight champion of the world, and whoever loses goes back home empty handed. it's already shaping up to be a great encounter between two extremely talented fighters. But what is emerging is that Alexander Usyk is winning the mind games. Is Tyson Fury being caught in his own mind games? Is he being getting exposed a little bit? Because Usyk has agreed to everything that Tyson has asked of him. He has agreed to the 70-30 split despite him having all the three belts. So if the fight doesn't happen, it will be all Fury's mistake and not Alexander Usyk's. But the people around the world deserve a heavyweight championship fight, the unification fight that has eluded the heavyweight division for years. Let me know in the comment section what you feel. Who will be the heavyweight champion of the world? And what's preventing the fight to take place for such a long time? If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the channel.